How's it going? A little while ago, I was set out on a quest to create the greatest Brainrot tier list to ever exist. Along this quest, I realized the greatest Brainrot tier list is ever expanding. So, I bring to you today, part 4 to the Brainrot tier list. Of course, let me recap you. If you don't know what Brainrot is a terrible type of content we're all tired of seeing in our shorts or TikTok or Instagram reels, I guess. Now, the first Brainrot I wanted to talk about was English or Spanish. Now, I don't care what you say. This is the worst Brainrot I've seen in a damn while. Maybe it's the number of times I've seen it. Maybe it's the number of different ways I've seen it. It just is unfunny to me at a point now. Unless I see it in, like, a special way. Here, I'll throw one up that I find funny right here. It's probably one that's just gonna be in a different language completely. Because I find it funny because I don't understand a word in it. I won't lie to you. The initial ones, like, the first two you see, are funny. The first one was funny, but then it's like... Let me draw a graph for you. Now, as you can see on this very well-detailed graph, here's the funny axis. And here's the times used axis. Now, as you see, as it's used more, it very sharply declines. This is my scientific research I've done myself. Trust me, I'm a scientist. When I see this one still being funny to people, I feel like a geriatric old man yelling at a fucking phone. Stop! That's not funny. You need to learn what real humor is. Of course, I did find it funny at the start. So, let's find a place on this Brainrot tier list for it. It's of course not the worst. It's not some of the worst stuff we've seen, like stuff down here. But, it is pretty bad. It is pretty bad. So I think on my Brainrot tier list, I'm going to put this at D tier. I probably would have put it higher if I didn't hear English or Spanish in my chat every single day when I'm live. The next Brainrot I want to touch up on is a Brainrot people didn't seem to know about as much as me. It's called No Poop July. Now, what the fuck is this, man? It's like No Nut November, but you just say something literally impossible, and like, it's just now funny. I don't understand it. I remember right as the July was beginning, I saw something about it, and I disliked the thing, and 17 days later, I got a short again, but this time it was day 17. It feels like somebody trying to create like a No Nut November type of thing, but just like doing it bad. I got one I can make. Destroy Dick December. You beat your meat as many times as the day says. So on like the first day, you beat your meat once. The second day, you beat your meat twice. Third day, you beat your meat 3 times. Hey guys, let's make this a trend because it's really cool. You see, it's just stupid. But at least the one I said is possible. Think about that. So, do that after No Nut November. I bet it'll feel good. You know, I can respect that he's at least using the same sound, and he's pushing on, even though it seems to not be giving him much traction, because when I asked people about this, they didn't seem to know as much as I did. So, of course, I'll give props to the man for that. But, let's rank it on the tier list now. I think this is a solid one. It's not the worst. It's not the amazing Digital Circus Brainrot, so we're gonna put this at, like, C tier. It's right in the middle. It's, like, something that wouldn't piss you off, but it's just, like, why? My next Brainrot, some people can't tell as easily as I can. I click off the videos instantly. It's AI-generated content. Now, I've noticed a very big problem with that in the military sections of TikTok and YouTube Shorts, where, like, anybody who's into aviation or anything, like, you'll see a lot of AI-generated content there, and it's fucking deplorable. It's just, like, the most simple shit in the world, and it's, ugh. AI-generated content, no matter how you spin it, almost every time, nobody likes it. It's something that's supposed to be pumped out in a very specific format, so people like it, like kids specifically. So, like, for instance, you have, most of the time, there's just tips or life advice that you get from anybody on the street. You could just ask anybody a question, and they'll give you, like, a very base response that isn't really human. And you can always tell it's not a human being making the video. I also don't like the AI voice. That's just my own personal opinion now. I know that people will make their own content and then use the AI voice. I just don't like it, so to each their own. I see people on YouTube. I looked up AI-generated content just for fun, and I saw something called how you can make $10,000 a month from YouTube without showing your face. And then it was just like advertising an AI page. That is the type of shit that is annoying. By the way, that doesn't work as well. It takes a little bit more than just like pumping out AI-generated content to actually get it in the algorithm a little bit. You'll mostly see this stuff in YouTube Shorts. AI-generated content in long form, I've noticed only when me and my brother go to watch body cam footage. Body cam footage, they can easily just chop that shit up real quick and just pump out hour-long videos. But either way, it's pretty much the same thing with that stuff. So, let's put it on my tier list. AI-generated content, I have a very big disdain in my heart for it, because I keep getting it in my fucking Shorts feed. So, we're going to put this at the forbidden F- tier. I know, it's the one we don't like. The next Brainrot content is one that we all don't click away from. Cleaning ASMR videos. Where they have, like, some text in the background or Reddit stories in the background. I know I touched on Reddit stories. That's something different, though. I'm talking about cleaning ASMR, where they're, like, restoring something, and that's, like, the centerpiece of the video, where you're just watching somebody clean something. It's a bit odd, but I fall victim to watching these too, so... There's just something so oddly satisfying about watching this stuff get cleaned. I've probably got one right up here. Hopefully, it's keeping your attention while I don't have enough keys to jingle in front of you. The only part I dislike about these videos is the non-genuine creators. I like human beings making my videos who care to make those videos and put effort into them. That's why I make videos, because I care to make effort and I care to make content for you guys. So, I'm going to put this on the Brainrot tier list. Of course, it's not the worst, it's not the best. It's not going to go in C, because we already put something in C today. That's just obligatory. So, we're going to put this in... Okay, B. It's not... I'm going to put it a little bit higher, because I do fall victim to watching these a little bit. So, I have to say, at least they capture me in some sort of video way. The next Brainrot, it seems I forgot to put in my other Brainrot tier lists. Maybe it just slipped through the cracks. Gooning or edging. Now, why are these words used so much? Do you guys know what gooning and edging is? Of course you do. It's jacking your shit until it's about to go, but you make sure not to go. Trust me, I'm a gooning expert. I don't goon. I'm just an expert in the field. Maybe that's edging. I forget. I get them mixed up myself, so... I don't know how this one blew up so much, because I thought, like, 12, 11-year-olds below didn't understand the gooning, edging jokes. But that's, like, all they get. Gooning, edging, skibbity toilet. That's their entire literature. I swear to fucking God, man. Those are the people I dislike, by the way. So, of course, we have to put it on a tier list today. Now, let's put this at... Shit, what was it? Oh, gooning and edging. So, of course, we gotta put this on a tier list today. We're gonna put this at... because it's really not as funny anymore. After you hear something 30, 50 times, it really loses its funny value. Now, let's refer back to the graph. Here's the graph again. Funny times used. Woo! You see that straight line down pretty much? Right there? Yeah, that's what you don't want to do with your jokes. That's a bad joke. Well, I think that's all for the video today. Thanks for tuning in. I'm live every day at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch and YouTube. Peace out.